Been wanting to do this for a while now. Show off my little Ableton Live set that I basically use for my live music streams. And this here's the Ableton actual window here. I don't know if you're familiar with Ableton or not, but basically the way it works is you set up separate channels, and then you can actually load in plug-in programs, synthesizers. There's all kinds of cool computer software out there that you can use to actually make digital music. Basically, the heart of mine is a program Native Instruments makes called Machine. Actually, this pad down over here came with it, and I think they advertised it actually as like a groove box or a groove generator. It's kind of like a drum machine meets a sequencer or arpeggiator. There's really, honestly, there's nothing that it can't do musically. I went ahead and loaded one of the tracks I use into it just to give you a rough idea. It's really neat how it's set up. Basically, they have separate scenes as to how you can control your layout. So you can oops, back to pattern mode. There we go. Okay, and then you can basically just swap out. So essentially, if you want to use it in a live setting, you can set up essentially what would be your band on the back side of it, and then have a scene for your verse, your chorus, bridge, you know, whatever you really want to do. It's kind of neat. You can do it all on the fly too, which that's originally how I started doing a lot of this stuff. But then I've also got another program that I use. I used to use this one a heck of a lot more than I do now. It's called Microtonic. It's made by a company called Sonic Charge. And it's just really a very simple, basically drum machine. It's got a sequencer down at the bottom to where you can basically set it up. Mute Ableton there for machine there for a second. It's pretty basic, but there's a lot of stuff that it'll actually do. Basically, it's so simple that it, honestly, I think is why I like it the most. So all you have to do is you basically load in a number of different instruments that it actually comes with. Got just set up down here at the bottom as to how the actual sequencer will work. Which with Ableton Live, what I actually do is I set up the program to run in a 16-beat loop. So basically, it just sits and plays this, you know, 16 beats over and over again. The only reason I set it up to do it like that is because eventually it runs out of memory and crashes. So that's the only way I can do it for it to basically be live. With Microtonic, though, actually, a lot of times anymore, what I've been using it for is to drive another little toy I've got here called Easy Drummer. And actually, this is the best sounding drum synthesizer that I have ever seen. But that's the cool thing about Microtonic is it actually will go out in MIDI format, so I can actually have my third channel, which is where I've got my Easy Drummer set up, to just pull in the actual MIDI signal so that I can control it via this. And of course, it can be programmed basically by pad. For the simplicity, I'm just using Microsonic with it for the time being. But Easy Drummer is made by a company called TuneTrack. They make a key synthesizer too called Easy Keys. It's actually pretty much about the best piano key synthesizer I've ever seen. I also have a cheap program here. This is called Hornet Song Key. What it does is it sits there and consistently measures the notes and then displays the actual key that the song is in, which is a huge cheat, but I don't care. I always have it running. Makes it easier and it speeds things up. That's primarily why I use it. Let's see. So we're in the key of A flat. This little bad boy right here is my push. If I can actually do it. This is the MIDI pad is what I think these technically are called. It's essentially a piano that's laid out a little bit differently, and the buttons are all analog, so depending upon how hard you actually hit the actual pad, it'll play the notes louder or softer. Mellotone. That's the only thing that really kind of stinks about Easy Keys is they basically have a bunch of vintage organs in the grand piano, but it's still, grand piano wise, it is the best one I have been able to find. Yeah, that's the Ableton Push. I absolutely love that thing. That thing is my baby. And here's another little program I run. This is a Happenstance contract. This is probably the most complete virtual instrument program on the market today. About the Ableton Push is I can basically control Ableton all from this one little unit here. That's what I was just doing, is I actually turn the volume up on that channel. Then you can actually load effects in there too, and then go into the actual like effect. And I can actually switch into the device and it'll allow me to actually control it. Oh, and here's a couple other little synthesizers I've got. This is my Mini 5 Moog synthesizer. I absolutely love this thing too. I've always been a huge fan of the Moogs. I'd actually love to get one, but for now I just have my virtual one here. Load in a, and we'll use that lead. I don't know, it's fun to play with. Okay, let's check out Machine here and show you how it works. So usually how I started out is I basically load in something I've done before with Machine just to get a starting point. It kind of gives me an idea of something to run with. Actually got some vocals on it. Happenstance Live.